Mr. Ramadan, the Director of Criminal Investigations, Regional Commissioners, colleagues from Tanzania Human Rights Defenders Coalition, members of the press, I want to thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me to say a few remarks at this closing. I believe it has been a very constructive engagement in these past 2 days, and a lot of important recommendations has come from you in terms of areas of support that you think we should collaborate with you on. And I, on behalf of the office, we've taken good note of these recommendations. I was very impressed to hear emphasis on the need for human rights-based approach in policing. And I just want to pass one simple message in relation to that the office is very committed in supporting this initiative, but most importantly, building a partnership with the police to strengthen the promotion and protection of human rights in Tanzania beyond the election context. So we're looking at a more long-term engagement with you, and I hope that, God willing, I will also reach in the various regions to see what you're doing and how we can collaborate in strengthening this work that we've begun, the journey that we've begun together. It's an important journey. And so I would like to say that it is critical that we all embrace human rights-based approach to law enforcement work. You're not just law enforcement officers, but you're the guardians of democracy. And understanding application of human rights-based approach in your work remains very critical. It is simply put as the panel principles. Panel principles, which means the P is for participation, that we should exercise at all times the principle of participation to ensure that the rights holders are part of this process. The rights holders, different stakeholders, engaging with youth, engaging with women, engaging with persons with disabilities, engaging with older persons. We need to bring them along with us as we walk together this journey of strengthening the promotion and protection of human rights. So, even in the election context, we need to ensure that these groups are participating. If they are not, we should also understand the barriers so that we are able to collectively work together to see how we can strengthen participation so that they can exercise their civil and political rights, including the right to vote. So we need to open spaces so that people can approach us and let us know how they are participating in this process. If there are challenges, how can it be addressed? If it's beyond the scope of the police to address, who are the other stakeholders that have a comparative advantage? How can the civil society assist in ensuring that these groups are brought at the same level to participate effectively and meaningfully? How do we leverage on the National Human Rights Commission, the Commission for Human Rights and Good Governance, to ensure that all these groups are brought together? So the principle of participation prompts us to look at the broader picture. Who are the different stakeholders that we should bring on board to work together with the police to strengthen the promotion and protection of human rights? The second principle is the accountability. It goes also beyond the police. We have the DPP, we have the judiciary. How is the entire accountability mechanism working together? Some of you raised concerns that there are challenges of public trust or confidence. We need to open these spaces to also understand what are those issues that is bringing mistrust. How can we address them as an institution? So this also plays a very critical role in building confidence and in also ensuring that there is trust generated from the public in the institutions. The principle of equality and non-discrimination. At all times, we should ensure equality before the law. treating everybody, giving everybody an equal opportunity when they're in contact with the police and also beyond, including within the judiciary. The principle of empowerment is very important, not only for the rights holders. It's critical for the rights holders to know their rights. All the triggers we were discussing in the morning, what are the triggers of violence? We need to understand those triggers and use it to frame our capacity building and outreach activities, human rights education, sensitization, awareness raising. How do we engage with the media to use their spaces to pass on the message we want to pass to prevent that violence from happening? So empowerment, human rights education is extremely important, especially in this context, for the rights holders, but for also the duty bearers. And that is why, together with Thrdc, we said we should design a strategy for supporting capacity building activities, both for the duty bearers to discharge their functions in promotion and protection of human rights, but also sensitizing the rights holders on their roles and responsibilities. So this is very important. Every right comes with a responsibility, and we need to ensure that we reach out to the citizens, let them understand that they have rights, but they also have a duty and a responsibility. It's only through human rights education that we can inculcate that culture of respect for human rights, and we can also be able to bring positive change at the individual level, but also in the society. The last one is the L, because I told you I was going to talk about the panel principle. Linking our work to human rights standards is very critical, that all that we do should be within the confines of the law. So I want to leave you with this simple message that we are committed to support you. Open your doors to us when we come. Let us discuss. Let us look at strategies of working together, strategies of strengthening promotion of protection of human rights at all levels. It only needs proper coordination with different actors, but also most importantly, coordination within the justice system. We need to develop a culture of meeting periodically to understand what are the challenges, because it starts from police, then it spills to judiciary. So we need to know what are the bottlenecks at every point and how can we address it to strengthen the entire justice system. The challenge might be in the judiciary, but the rights holders will not know that there is a problem either at the DPP level or within the judiciary. They'll just take it like the justice system has failed us. And these kind of things brings frustration. So we need to also strengthen our own coordination to see how best we can improve or address the concerns that is being raised by the citizens or the rights holders as a system. I believe these are some of the important recommendations that we can carry from this meeting. We cannot exhaust everything, but I believe, as I said, it's a journey that we've started together, and we shall continue to walk and shape how we should move on with this partnership. I thank you very much.